Okay guys, now we're gonna look at leg kicks and how to score them cleanly, okay? So, when you're moving with an opponent, again, once you start landing a shot over and over again, they become pretty used to it and it's gonna be easier for them to defend. Or maybe not necessarily easier, but they're gonna be a lot more keen to defend it because you've hurt the position. Now, we'll use a leg kick for example, right? So we're here, say I've been blasting this low kick, right? I've started to hurt my opponent. They're gonna become they're gonna change their weight into their back leg. They're probably gonna become very light on that front leg. So it's a lot easier for them to check and defend this position. Now, if you've never fought bare shins, that's not a position that you want to be in, yeah? You don't want to be bare shin, going shin on shin as they check this position, yeah? It's not a position that you want to be in. So when you've done that, we have to start thinking outside of the box, being a little bit more creative and look at different ways that we can still hit the leg without having to go shin on shin, okay? Now, one way is going to be our timing and our delays, yeah? So if I go into this position when I low kick, if I throw this once, I can put myself in this position, wait for it to set, and then I can fire. Another one that I like to do is I like to throw the leg kick without putting any power into it. So if they've become real good at checking, again, the last thing that I want to do is hammer it in. I would just lift my leg and then fire on the second. There will be no intent for me to land this low kick, okay? So it'll look like I've got intent, but really there's no connection. And all I'm looking for is that foot to step, and then I've got a clean score after it, okay? So as I'm here, I'm moving, I touch it, and then I fire on the second. So as I'm here, I throw it like I've got intent to pull that check out of them, and then I sit into the second one, okay? So I'm here, defend, and then I fire into the second, okay? Again, here, boom, and then I fire into the second, all right? Another way that I like to do this is you can off balance them off this check. Sometimes when people are checking, they check heavy into the shot, all right? So as I go into this kick, I just take this leg away a little bit. As I change their base and they're here, so if you've taken someone's leg away from them, it's hard for them to then recoil and get that shin in, all right? So as I'm here, I look like I'm low kicking, take the opponent away and then I can fire. Here, hook, boom, and then I can fire. Another way that I like to do this is off the knee elevation, okay? So if we're here moving, same again, they've become real good at checking. I like to just step this knee up to pull that check. I'll drift off to the side and then I'll hammer the low kick down, okay? So as I'm here, I'll lift and then I chop across, okay? So I lift the knee up and then I cut across and I can get a big score here because I can drop the shin into the thigh, yeah? So a bit slower, I elevate here, they check. As they come down, I'm drifting off to the left-hand side and then from here, I can transition and drop the shin into the thigh, okay? So I elevate the knee here, drift, and then I can chop, okay? Now, another one, weight distribution, yeah? So when they do become eager to check, like I say, most of their weight's gonna go in their back leg. They'll become light on this front leg, so it's real easy for them to check. A nice way to put weight into this leg is by using your left hook. So this doesn't have to score, but the objective of this is I will fake so they become light on this leg, and I'll throw the hook and that will make them step. And once there's weight in that leg, then I'm free to kick, yeah, real easily. So from here, say I've been kicking, they've become light on that leg. Here, I'm gonna fake, I'm gonna hook, I'm gonna put the weight into that leg. Now from here, I can hammer that low kick. A little tricky one that I get away with a lot is I would like to go with a high kick here. And then once I've got them respecting the high kick, I'll do a backwards question mark kick and come back down, okay? So say here I'm moving around, I fire high. Yeah, you see again, as you're defending, they're putting weight into that leg. So that's perfect for me. I come up, I transition down, then I can drop the shin into that leg, yeah? So I'm here, I go high, up, I come high, and I drop down, and I can drop the shin into that thigh again, all right? And now we're gonna look at kicking the calf, okay? So the calf is a lot different to a low kick. When you look at the thigh, you've got this massive surface area to be able to kick. And pretty much you've got one defense of turning that check out and defending, yeah? The calf is much smaller. It's a lot harder of a target to hit. So here, position is gonna be massive and timing, okay? It's super easy to be able to defend a calf kick. You've just got to have, you've just kind of got to have the balls to be able to stand, put weight in it and turn your leg out and put your shin into it. So if my partner is calf kicking me, it's pretty easy for me to defend. I've just got to be willing to go shin on shin. And like I say, it's horrible, yeah? It'll cause a lot of damage to you as well as your opponent, but you can just step into it here, all right? So when I'm looking to attack a calf kick, I will never throw it just from a 50-50 position, just here, yeah, because it's too easy for them to turn that shin out, and now I've either got a broken foot or a sore shin, yeah? So when I am going for this position, I'm looking to move over to the side. If I can get an angle on my opponent, that is now straight in front of me. The calf is there. It's a lot easier for me to attack. If someone's got an angle on me and I'm here, it's a lot harder for me to turn out as opposed to it being 50-50 and me just turning my knee line here, okay? So I will look to use my hands here to create a position, and now I can chop into that leg, yeah? There's other ways that you can defend this kick. So if my partner is calf kicking me, I can retract. Yeah, you can Pereira style it where you bring your leg in, okay? But retraction is the ultimate thing, okay? So again, what you're gonna look to do here is you're gonna look to build fakes off it, all right? So if I am here and I'm cutting this angle, maybe I fake it and then I look to score, yeah? So as I'm here, I'm moving, I can fake this position, boom, and you look to start building these attacks so you can score. If you start moving in single phases, if someone's good with defense, they will just defend that phase, and it's real hard to get a good score on them unless you can cover ground athletically and almost get lucky with a strike. You want to start layering your attack the same way as you want to layer your defense. So if I'm layering an attack to attack the calf, for example, I don't just want to be here and explode into this shot. It's like I've got one shot. Yeah, I've got one chance to be able to land it. It's going to be better for me to maybe touch here, have a little fake, see how he's moving. Maybe I cut a bit of an angle, yeah? Maybe I lightly touch it, okay, he's defending it. I go here, lightly touch, boom, shots there. I start layering them positions and I can start to add to it, yeah? So now if I'm in this position, say I've hurt his calf and he becomes very respecting to it and trying to defend it, yeah? So I'm here. What happens when you defend around the side? You go here, the middle opens up. And as soon as you crack down the middle, the attention comes back there, and then you can go back and attack around the side. So everything's about layering these shots, yeah? Same as your defense. I don't just want my defense to be singular. I want to be able to move my feet, move my hands, move my head. It's going to be a lot harder to hit me. It's the same with your offense, yeah? You want to start layering these shots so you can build onto it and get big scores.